Yes, not done a very good job, have they? Not very neat. Oh, I shouldn't complain. Better than the thin steep potholes. Look at the bloody clouds. It was sunny earlier on, but I've been busy. There was a thing about John Lennon last night. Life in 10 pictures, and I was watching it again and I thought I'll do a little video and send it to Mike McCartney. You might think it's daft, because I've cut it with a load of pictures of him. He's got a book out in September featuring lots of his early pictures in and around Liverpool, and all different artists from that era. What was he called? The Killer. Whole lot of shaking going on. Yes, where can I go? I was thinking of going to Ghost Bikes in Preston and then maybe having a look at Rivington. Because last time I was in Ghost Bikes, I asked them to get him. Look at this. Not fighting around the back of that bloody thing. Cobblers to Ghost Bikes. Yeah, I'm going to get some more reflectors, but I ended up getting some off eBay instead. And I thought, if we have some in stock, amber ones, I'll get some as spares. Because the ones I stuck on them hand grips, you keep pinging off. I've had to glue them. Yeah, hurry up, little Mavis. It should have been resurfaced as well. Must have been a while ago though, doesn't look new. This was all bumpy before. So I've missed all the early morning sunshine. Chalk off. Yeah, Royal Sultan, I was telling someone at work it were only open. I said, there's no restaurants in my town. None at all. I said, no, there used to be. But it closed after 3 weeks. Royal Sultan, I forgot what it was called. I told him it was an Indian. What are you going to indicate? Yeah. It's always more pleasant, isn't it? A sit-down meal, despite it being more expensive. Wonder why it closed though. Health inspectors, rats. So is this my first proper ride out to some proper destination for months? Well, yes it is. So they patched that pothole up, that's what joined me back earlier this winter. And there's still a bloody hole there. Unless it's a new one. Oh, a few bikes out, that's good, isn't it? I think it's just patchy cloud, possibly odd scattered shower. We shall see. Not going to melt, am I? Not like it's winter and it's going to be hazardous if it freezes. Our spring finally sprung. That's our summer in England, isn't it? Warmer rain. Don't pull out, Talbot. I've got my marker lights on. The foam gave up the ghost and started to come away because of all the rain. So I've used the clear Gorilla Glue. The clear Gorilla Glue. Tongue twister that, isn't It takes ages to set, but once it does, it's like a clear resin. Talking of Gorilla Glue, I was going to do that banister today if it did rain, but on further investigation I'm going to have to make fresh holes. The old roll, oh, was that a spot of rain? The old roll plugs are knackered. It's going to be fun. But I do have some super long ones from where I used to work, 60mm long. I've got a red light, might as well turn maybe. Bugger, I'm in fourth, third, second, or first. Yeah, like Bandit never said, should let them go really. I thought there might be a queue behind. I'm rusty. Although I do my work commutes. Well, the helmet thing's there and it's to the side on this array one. Is it R-I or is it array? How do you pronounce it? R-I, like the letters R-I. Quarter to 3 on the hour. Will there be anyone at Rivington at this time? I was watching Ainsworth Rider's video last weekend when Derek came all the way up from Coventry. And I'm not sure whether the cafe was actually open. He didn't film that bit. There was a nice BSA there. Should have done a little walk around of it. It's always nice to see fully restored British bikes, especially BSAs. That's my favourite old brand. Not that I know much about them. That's a little fantasy of mine. Get that Kawasaki W800 and stick BSA badges on. Caused lots of confusion, but it looks super cool, I think. You can get BSA badges off eBay, but I wonder if you can ask for them not to be drilled. They're made in India. So you could put a special request in. Please do not drill my badges, I'll give you a £5 extra. I think they're £50 odd a pair. But them W800s cost a bloody fortune. They're only 49 horsepower, but what are you paying for? Second hand one is a £7,000–8,000. Oh, we're getting spots of rain, like I said. We're under this big horrible cloud, aren't we? I've not waterproofed my camera, so if it does start pouring down, I'll just shut the back and not speak. What do you mean, good? So, quick blast on the motorway. We've got 3 different options. Well, Ainsworth came from Bolton way, so that's 4 different options of getting to a Rivington boy. 3 this way, and then that one he came. You know, they go to Darwin and then through that little village, Tockholes, where Carl Fogarty used to live. He moved just far, about 3 or 4 miles away. Why only move that far? The other option is about 5 miles up, turn off for the Chorley exit, go via Chorley, or go via Belmont from the same exit. Yeah, a bit drafty this jacket. It's that eBay one I got. I didn't realise till I'd had it a couple of months when I looked back on, yeah, good jacket tees. Should I get a high vis one for work? And when I looked, I thought, hang on, there's a belt on the illustration. It says side entry pockets, whereas this one, this one doesn't have a bloody belt and it doesn't have side entry pockets, just a flat pocket. So I sent a message. I said, if I order another jacket, will it have a belt on? As manufacturer. So on your eBay ad it says you make them in Bradford. Oh, anyway, he's sorting me one out. I said, never mind, I'll keep the one I've got, but it needs a belt on it. It's a bit drafty. You know, those adjustable Velcro belts with a snap fastener. Trouble with eBay, to get a refund when I sent for them bloody lights. It's shown 2 rows and when they came there were 1 row. So I sent them back and they wouldn't respond. So I got a £8 refund off eBay and bought these off Amazon. It's a 3 rows, so a lot better. Not quite as bright, but 3 rows. Alright, back in the sunshine again. I thought it could be like this every day until October. Oh, nasty bump the hell. Yes, I could open the bike up and zap past all this lot, but I'm not going to. Not bothered if I'm late. Pity Derek didn't come up this week. The sunshine. Just started raining as Ainsworth and Derek were setting off. He's got his BMW sorted out now, I'm glad to say. He had a bit of trouble with it. I think a lot of new bikes, they have teething troubles, don't they? Well, this is one of the options. You come out at this junction and go via Stockholm, like I say, you go outside of a little pub with a beer garden at the front. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Why isn't it today when all the pubs are open? I could have gone to Aldi and had a pint or two at that pub next to Aldi. I was going to think, what are you doing now? What are you doing now? Look, swerving. Now we're going to go back and see if I had any more of those socks. If I buy something and it fits, I always go back and try and get some more, because it's such a pain in the ass getting clothes to fit me, and those socks are size 11 to 14. £5 for 3 pairs and they're good quality Dickies. Do not be such clever Dickie. You'll never see that on television, will we? It ain't half hot mum, classic comedy. And of course he said, you is a bunch of puffs! Shut up, shut up! Completely politically incorrect. Some knob were moaning about Michael Bates, who were playing Ramsey. Oh, it's disgusting, blacking up. And actually, he was born in India because his father was a warrant officer or something, and he could speak fluent Punjabi. He wasn't racist at all the actual Asian crew loved him. He was also in Last of the Summer Wine, Michael Bates. They're just posh boys, these lefties. Nothing at all in common with the old values of the Labour Party, i.e. factory workers and sticking up for workers' rights. It's been taken over by a bunch of snot-nosed middle class arseholes from college and universities. Why don't you all sod off and become Tories? Which you probably are on the quiet. As for the proper working classes, you're all had a bloody spine removed, haven't they? demise of the unions. And again, when I started at GEC, any overtime, it's union time, overtime, there's an overtime ban because of crap pay. I said, well, I'm on £40 a week better money than my last job. This is good pay. Semi-skilled bench work, making aircraft wings. Although a lad from Ireland came, we used to supply shorts in Belfast with the wings and then they assembled them. You're back in Belfast, this is a skilled job, you're only on semi-skilled pay. And I said, yeah. You should go on strike. I said, well, there's an overtime ban. And then eventually they closed, opened from wartime, making bloody parts for bombers. There are still air raid shelters in the GEC backyard. And it shut in March 1995, closed down. Checking my indicator, still alright. I was telling someone I've got pattern rear ones and they're higher wattage, 23 watts, because it's not a standard bulb. So I've got a choice here. Which way do we go? This way. On the average speed camera route. So that's another Tootle. Yeah, average speed check. See more spots around. Thank you for waiting, Albert. Oh, I'm doing over 50. I better slow down. See these clouds. Yeah, sort of broken up ahead. I was mentioning to someone, according to the sun, this crap weather, patchy rain every day, is meant to last right through May, right through June and into July. Well, I booked 2 weeks off in July, the traditional Blackburn fortnight. Yes, everything's green, how lovely. After a crap winter. 7-month long winter is marvellous, isn't it? Just depressing. Younger people go abroad, like I said. I was reading in paper about Benidorm. It doesn't appeal to me at all. Even mentioned Sticky Vicky. She's an old lady now, and it's showing her a picture in her heyday, topless. And her 39-year-old daughter's took over, but why would you go and watch something like that? Ping pong balls indeed. I think they paid homage to her in Phoenix Nights, didn't they, when they were Brian Potter, weren't they? Hey, where's them ping pong balls coming from? Hey, she only had 3 to start with. And again, I'm not one for lying on a beach frazzling. When me and my mate went to Spain, my one and only trip abroad in July 1988. We tried sitting by the pool for half an hour, but I said, I'm bored to bloody tears, are you? Yeah, let's go around pubs. I said, yeah, and we kept it up until our money run out. I remember taking £350 spending money, and it was nearly £5 a pint then in 1988. I said, hang on, that's pesetas, but how much are we paying a pint? £4 on. Really disgusting. I said, yeah, it is. We'll have to go to all dives. That was the first bar we went in. They're all themed, aren't they? Queen, not We Will Rock You. There was a bar with the Freddie Mercury and Queen pictures all over, and that's where my first expensive pint was. But there were a Benny Hill bar, Peter Sellers bar, BCM nightclub, And my mate were plaster, we went in. It's a while, because all them girls, Swedish girls, there loads of them. Anyway, I was fed up because of the price of beer. And how we were skint. And then you had to click a little card, you took a card to the bar and you clicked it, and then you settle up when you go out. Where bounces are, so you can't do a runner. And he said, here, all me pints. He had about a third of a pint left. I thought I was going to Bob. And he didn't come back, so 20 minutes later I asked a bouncer, an English lad who was quite friendly because he was from the north of England. So I said, my mate came in about half an hour. Yeah, he left. I said, you what? He said, he left 15 minutes ago, staggering left and right out of the door and away. And he walked out and left me, and I knew the route back to the hotel, of course, so I saw him zigzagging. Wait, what? I'm not stopping. I said, no, you told me to hold your pint, you silly sod. I'm not stopping in there, bloody £5 a pint, man. So that was Spain. All the blurb you get, oh, leathers are very cheap because of all the slaughtered cattle. And I went looking for this leather shop in Palmanova or Magaluf, and it cost a bloody fortune, equivalent to about 300 quid. I got all my leathers from a shop in Liverpool in Central Station, although I went for a look when I went for John and his birthday, and it's gone downhill. The quality of the leather's crap, and the prices have bloody doubled. Everyone's doubling the prices to make up for the lockdown, aren't they? Every business on the high street, prices have shot up, even takeaways. Well, I must recoup all my losses, so I bump my prices up. Engine feels very smooth. I think it's that jalop I put in. They were doing for every speed. See, well, the Navius, the average speed is just 52 or something. We're doing 60 initially. There's nothing behind, I'll slow down. I could do a stop and carry on, couldn't I? But there's not a lot to see, is there? All this dry grass is often set on fire by silly buggers, either on purpose or with barbecues, leaving barbecues burning. I love a barbecue. Surely you just pour your tea on it when you're finished, or even pee on it and put it in a bin. So we're going to pull over there. Hey, where did he measure average speed from? That's a thought. Between cameras. I was thinking it's from end to end, but possibly not. I might get namped. And what's the speeding tickets? £60. Does anyone know when you measure average speed, is it between the bloody ports? Like I said, I always thought it was from when they start till when they finish, but of course if someone turns off, you can't nab them, so I bet it is between each post. Average speed, we've got you. Bumpy on, look at this. Patchy. Well, this road I'm going to go on, the country road's notorious for being all broken up. Yes, here we are again, Seagull Island. Full of guam. Wonder if they allow jet skis on that lake. Probably not. That's something else about going abroad. It's quite common. Then people that go to Thailand and they rent, I think the renters of the bloody jet ski, you look for people who had a few drinks and looked well off. On television there was an army lad with a couple of mates, and when he came back, "Your damaged jet ski, you'll pay 30,000 baht." About 4 grand. He pissed off and he went for a gun. He had an old rifle. "We kill." And he phoned through to his commanding officer. An officer came down and he can't do it. I thought, go on, smack him in the nose or get you a pistol out and shoot him. And he just started shouting at little Thai bloke, and little Thai bloke was shouting back right in his face, "You'll pay." And he said, "You better give him something just so we don't end up getting shot," he said, "because police won't back us up." What? So he ended up paying about 750, I think it were, or the equivalent. But it said always either take pictures or even don't bother renting a bloody jet ski. Why did he go to Thailand? Well, we all know, don't we? Well, he's painting with Bob. I wonder what he did to get his ideas for them landscapes. I go hiking around the Blue Lagoon in Belmont. Some people tear ass through these bends, but I don't. Never trust your bike or life to a crappy road surface. See, we got priority of it. I'll let them go through rather than speed up and whinge. That looks like Ainsworth mates. Thank you. You met someone called Tony on a yellow bike, I think it was. Wouldn't be anyone there that I know. We'll be able to see the course from this hill, so is my mum's theory correct? To the side of Preston, it's always nicer weather with not a cloud in sight when it's cloudy here. The coastal breeze clears them all away. We shall see, won't we? Should I go to Blackpool and have a baked spud? I was saying that them trips I used to go on, all the way to bloody Southport on the awful road, just to sit there and have an ice cream and have a look at the boats and not go on. See, look, can you see? That's Blackpool on the horizon, 22 so miles away, and there's not a cloud in the sky. Lovely. Boy racing, boot splats. In Blackpool, I normally come out at Coral Island, turn left down the prom, turn round at the bottom after going to the fat man's shop, see if there's any clothes. Although I don't need to buy any more shirts. I got about 6 shirts off him and they're still in the wardrobe. I wore them in summer, but they're still like new, so I won't be buying any more. Last thing I bought was that furry fleece that made me itch. And then I go up the prom, up to Bispham, and then have that baked spud at the Cafe Royale. As you can see the streaks of rain there, can't you? So I just got a bit tired of the same old routine, and some smart I said, "You don't venture very far, do you, Kettlehead?" Well, no, I don't. Yorkshire Dale's my ass. How many times have I been to Kettlewell? Nothing special really about that road, just greenery like this is. I suppose a viaduct's interesting if you get a train across when you're there. And then that road back to Settle. That when I went on to, what's that pub called? Tan Hill Inn, was it? Miles and miles and miles. Went to the Tan Hill Inn, pints of shandy. And miles and miles and miles. I haven't got a clue where I was, but I just kept heading west. And then when I got to the bloody motorway, I was still level with Kendal. So I joined the motorway, and of course it's horrendous. The M6 is awful. Them bloody humps are some humps, about a dozen really hard humps, like mini speed humps. I think they're between Carnforth and Lancaster. And it felt like my bloody front forks were going to just shred, shear off. Why would you have big bumps? Is it to wake drivers up or just poor workmanship? That's why I hate motorways. Anyway, he overtook me 2 minutes ago. See, this road's still in crap condition, you haven't resurfaced this, have they? Let's get them lads that's just done that road in my town to do it, bloody no. I should have come the other way after all. So if you're going to come this way, beware of the crappy roads. Look at this. Am I in time for a rat burger or anything? What are you doing, Albert? Why avoid a grid? Yeah, I feel quite alert today. Quite a decent night's sleep. And like I said, in the future I'll not be going anywhere if I've had a crap night's sleep, or as soon as I feel tired. Don't be afraid of telling your mate, just to say, toot your horn and say, look, I'm going home, feeling tired. Excuse me. I had some of that watermelon before I come out. It's alright, but has it any health properties? It's just water, innit? And a bit of fibre. Yes, I cleaned my bike before I come out, but what was the point? Look at all this crap. Full of sludge again. Sludge. It'd be full of sludge. Yes, Albert, we're going to go past that entrance. Did they know about the entrance with no speed humps on? Even Ainsworth went over the humps on the other path. And that is the entrance to this, unless the gate were closed. Like I said, this should be for bikes and the other one should be for cars. Oh, he's come up it. The bike that was in front. See, no humps. I suppose you could have a little bit of a speed trial up here, couldn't you, if you were naughty? And yes, my Tarzan horn is out. I'm going to test it again. See, cordoned off. And the old British bikes doing a little bit reversing. Let's hope it doesn't rain. Tracer 900. Is that what Ian had, that model GT, and he's given it to his wife Mandy? Oh, old Katana. Oh, that BSA's day must come every week. I'll park under the tree, why not? Room for a car, and I can't complain, can they? CB 1300 there as well. Adam sent me a picture of a blue one. I think it was on eBay, but I've already seen one with twin silencers on, blue flame with 4 outlets. Gorgeous, but of course I got shut of mine because of my tiny backyard, and despite removing them roses, it'll still be a struggle to get any big bike in. It's looking good after a clean, isn't it? Might spray that spring. I wanted a picture. I'll get a freeze frame off that. I think I'll take that Aquapovic fake sticker off. It's starting to look crap. Only £3 odd a pair. And after I bought it, they had disappeared. I think he might have got a warning. You know, for selling fake badges. See, there's no side entry pockets. You can't put my bloody hand in. LSL 117. 117. His helmet's in way. That definitely wouldn't fit in my yard, would it? Intruder. What's that one that Skeggy Cruiser's got now? M1800. They all have funny names, don't they? Like I keep saying, I've lost touch with all the models these days. And Shella McKee Dixon's in Accrington. Retro style. Nice, aren't you? But pity they're not retro prices. Let's have a wander around, why not? Trans Alp. MT07. Is that what Beans on Toast has? Stylish, isn't it? Yes, I'm just looking at that real grass. Why can't you get plastic grasses that long? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Lots of bandits here. That must be an old one. Fireblade. Should I get some food first in case it's due to close? Must be near 4 o'clock. VMAX MT10, so that's what Ian's got. Let's have a close look at this. He's got the all black one, of course. Yeah, MT10. Big front end, isn't it, like that Suzuki B King had, like a big chunky lump at the front. Yeah, I always like these. It's a bit of a hooligan bike for Ian. You know, if you turn into an hooligan. Them little mirrors. I prefer them as big as possible. Oops. Oh, the resurfaced. Looks good. Train Thruxton. 2 metres while queuing. Face mask, well, I got them in my pockets. 6 people, blah blah blah. So look at this now, ready for normality. Lovely new surface. No, look, oh yeah, the bind's shut, but your van's open, good. Nice, isn't it? No bumps. There weren't there before, them proper benches. Nearest toilets at lower barn, that sign says. I need to bring any cash with me, I think I've got some left. Yes, tenner. Rat burger and a brew. Contactless payments only, but he's paying cash. Hello, are you still doing burgers at this time?
We've only got sausage left, so we can do sausage and onion or sausage.
Oh, I'll have sausage, egg and onion please then.
Yeah?
And a hot chocolate as well please.
And a hot chocolate.
Yeah please.
$7.50.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Any hot drink?
Uncle Joe's. Not mine, thank you very much, yeah. I'll have red sauce, please. You can pop the yolk. Yeah, I don't mind. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we have.
Can I get 3 sausage bags?
Yeah. Americano. That's 15.75.
Oh, good. Vacated a seat.
No, thank you. Yeah, can you get 3 free?
Lovely jubbly. Thank you very much. Why does that smell remind me of Blackpool? Fried onions and sausage. Right, well, I can't eat it with a automaton. I could try, but it might be rather messy despite the pot yolk. So I'll knock it off. And it just suit me that though, wouldn't it? I think they're 20,000 them.
Not get that in your backyard, Steve.
No, that's well, even if I demolish the entire wall, it still wouldn't fit in, I don't think. No, you need a garage for stuff like that, don't you? Yeah, nice to see you, mate. See you again. Is that oil level alright? It's on its side, isn't it? Slightly. I'll check when I get home. I think it had settled. Back and filled up. I could put it on its stand, but no point easy. Yes, I've been talking for a best part of an hour, maybe over. Oh, she's scraping belly pan again. Said he has a phaser. I should have a look at his bike. Actually, I looked at the phaser earlier, so that must have been his bike. Pleasant chap. I was saying about my mum's operation and I'm worried in case it's cancelled. It turns out my brother is going on holiday and lives with her since his relationship broke up with his girlfriend. So he won't be there when my mum comes out of hospital, but I'll be off that week because I'm having my jab. I booked the following week off. So I'll be looking after my mum. You think they'd assign some kind of home helper assistant to help her go into the toilets, unless I'm meant to help her, on and off the toilet and wipe her backside, but you don't with a mum, do you? Or do you? If you could hire a home help, a couple of £100. Nurses do that type of thing, don't they? This will be surface only, shouldn't it? Well, it's quiet. And I could do with a piddle instead, toilets at the bottom barn, but I'll be okay till I get home. Not gonna rain, is it? So my first visit for quite a long time. Resurfaced, but this road is still crap. With gravelly bits on, so beware. Should have gone the other way, like I said. Over the Reservoir Road in Chorley. That bit that floods, there's a drain there. I wondered what the problem was. It's really rolls in a normal drain rather than a huge storm drain. Dodgy looking clouds. I won't overtake because I'm going to pull over, I think. I'll do a stop and carry on before it starts raining. Or should I just get home? I want to see the course, see if it's still sunny over Blackpool way. Sorry Albert, I should have nodded earlier. Yeah, in a hurry, aren't you, Albert? Some of them just have to get past, don't they? See, can you see the line? Very obvious line. Blackpool's lovely. And just as the hills start, a line of grey clouds. Where's that stand? Has it moved or something? Let's have a look. There we are, stop. There's Blackpool Tower straight ahead in that little gap. We'll be able to see we're being a wide angle. Streets of crappy rain, grey clouds in a line. If you watch a walk on the wild side, he's a photographer and he's got some really good equipment, and he zoomed in and you could see all the Lake District clearly on a winter's day, and then even Isle of Man. Let's see if we can find that picture. I mean, you wouldn't be able to think you could see the Lake District from Blackpool. Seems it's about 60 miles further. You could. What a barren landscape. Could be on Mars. Not summertime yet, is it? Gear in my hand. Oh, there first now. Steaming up now, the hell is it that chilly? Oh, closed my vent, I think. Yeah, there we are. See potholes, can you see? The cloud right over Blackburn. Ooh. Yes, I'm taking it easy again. No rush, is there? I've no food in at home. I had that omelette. No, I got 2 eggs left. Wasn't very good. I think I fried the prawns too long, so I got 2 eggs. I should have got a pizza. I am on a diet though. So I just have a 2 egg omelette as a little snack. I have had my burger, sorry, me fried egg and sausage with onions. Well, I've got my Tarzan oil out and not used it. Anything coming? Yes. Yep, still works. No, just tickling now. Hay fever season. I weren't so bad last year. Have I grown out of it? I've not grown out of pressing my Tarzan horn. Should I go back through Tuckholes and see what condition that road's in? So hey Talbot, you missed the burgers. Well, so did I. 50 miles an hour. How many accidents have there been on this road? Not so many. Surely. Oh, we got a spot of rain from that cloud there. Actually, I better avoid that. That's Darwin area, I think. Well, that's the downpour in Darwin. The Darwin deluge. Oh, it's an Indian now, tiger. Italian before. It's interesting to know. A nice curry from there. Yeah, for a day at Rivington, order a curry when everything's back open. Would you let you in with all the bike stuff on though? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you imagine doing about 160 miles on a motorway? Would you do it despite options of services, etc.? I think I'd just lose concentration and crash. Yes, that's proper rain on my knees. Marvellous, isn't it? Yeah, I think I'll turn off, go into the petrol station and shelter and close the camera. I want to pee even more now with all this water. I better check my camera, haven't I? 5. Kettle on. He's shivering. See what I mean about these little trips out. Is it worth it? I could have stayed in the backyard, a couple of beers, walked down to Aldi. Instead, this jacket, which it said waterproof. Well, yeah, I've got a woolly jumper on underneath and it's dry, so I suppose it is. Yeah. eBay special. But I just wear my jeans and they are now coming off. I'll hang them up as well on the edge over at the humidifier. Bloody weather. I just put my old laptop on. Yeah, Bobby. Put some lights on. Miserable, isn't it? Yeah, I was stuck at petrol station. That's a nice picture. That's Yellowstone Pike, been on before. Stuck at petrol station and I thought I'll wait till it stops, but of course it didn't, so I set off. And then bottom of the hill the sun come out and there was a rainbow. So I did see a rainbow, but whether it'll come out on camera remains to be seen. I'll knock it off. Should I stay in? Still I suppose it was a pleasant little run out before it started raining. Bye for now, thanks for watching.